Hello everyone and welcome back to GamerGuild TV, where you join myself, Chris, for another exciting unboxing video right here on the channel as I dive into two beautiful pieces of hardware from the PlayStation 30th Anniversary Collection, and I'm going to break them down, unbox them for your viewing pleasure right here. So don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell so you're kept in the loop with all the great content we do here on the channel, like these unboxings, like our weekly live streams, our retro looks back, our weekly podcast, the GamerGuild Podcast, where we round up all of the week's video game news, and much, much more. But you're not here for that. You're here for me to check out these two wonderful pieces of hardware just released this past week in celebration of PlayStation hitting 30 years a couple of weeks back now. Where do I even start? We have the PlayStation Portal, and hiding underneath there we have the PlayStation DualSense, all in the beautiful grey, the sacred symbols clear front and centre. But let's get into it. I'm going to start with the DualSense, purely because it's one, they're a little bit smaller and it doesn't require any setup. And if you're here for the DualSense, great, we can get that out the way. So I have my trusty slice tool, and here it is, the PlayStation DualSense limited edition, of course, packaging, hitting that beautiful 30th anniversary grey. Showing you the sides there, we've got that very bright, stark contrast yellow from the classic of old. We've got heighten your senses and a bunch of languages which I cannot comprehend. There we go, full wraparound top and bottom. Just arrived today. Let's get into it. Trying to be delicate with this. This is a collection anniversary, so of course I don't want to damage the packaging. I hate the stickers they put on. I know they're supposed to be tamper-proof seal almost, but I don't want to damage the packaging, so we'll try and get that off, hopefully without cutting into any of the cardboard. You never know, these might have some resale value, I'm sure, in the future. Get that out there. I love they put these little toggles on still, as though they're ever going to end up on an actual shelf. Oh, okay. So straight away, right inside there, we've got some traditional looks from across the yesteryear. What have we got? We've got, I can see the Portal, I can see the PlayStation cameras, got some PlayStation 3 back in there. Is that a sneaky PlayStation Vita TV hiding? I believe it is. We've got the VR guns, the DualSense Edge, the Move controllers, the old camera, the Pulse headphones, VR. We've got the remote, which actually you just happen to have right there. We have the remote, UMD discs, I love it, love it. The earbuds, the old DualShock controllers, memory card right there. PlayStation Pocket, right hiding there in the bottom corner. You love to see it. Tiny little dot there, is that a Pro Duo memory card? Kind of screwed over the PlayStation Vita, but it makes it in nonetheless. We've got the George Foreman grill PlayStation 3. Absolutely love it. They've even included the PlayStation 5 charging stand. I love the aesthetic. I love the aesthetic. Of course, I didn't get my hands on the console. But this, of course, was my probably go-to. If I could get this, the controller, I would be happy. Love the branding, and of course, I'm a huge PlayStation fan through and through. So let's get into it. Let's see the DualShock, DualSense controller. Of course, the DualSense wireless controller comes with its reading material. We'll just put that over to the side. And there's not really much to these ones nowadays. They are very much just in a cardboard box. Nothing overly special about this. They've gone for the grey, actually. But here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'll hold it that way. Hopefully you can get the full view. And it's a bit stuck. Ta-da! Indeed. I'll move that to the side. There is the DualShock PlayStation controller, ladies and gentlemen, in all its beautiful glory. Look at that. PlayStation Grey from the original PlayStation 1, of course. You can see it there, very small detail, PlayStation 30th anniversary. The camera probably won't pick it up, but they do have the sacred symbols, the cross, square, circle, and triangle embedded into the pattern on the back for the texture. Oh, yes, look at that. What's not to like? You got the PlayStation logo in the original colours there. What's not to like? What's not to like? In fact, for comparison, we'll just pop that one down there. My original PlayStation probably got a little bit of colour fading on it, but we'll bring it in just for the sake of it. This is what my this is what my console should look like. But unfortunately, it has had its use. But there we go. Not quite the same grey, I'll be honest. This is the buttons hold up a lot better. But of course the controller won't be sat out in the sun. But what are you going to do with that, folks? What are you going to do? Let's move the old classic PlayStation out of the way. I have a collection of things now stacking up around me. Let's have a look. We've got the original PlayStation white there. We'll bring in some others just for clarity and colour. What do we think? What do we think? And we'll bring in the set. This is my collection so far. Let's get that in there. I know I have a problem. I don't need to be told. I feel like there's a certain order in which these need to go. Does that look better? I'll let you decide. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite colour controller is. Is there any more you're after? I'm hunting down the green teal one for these metallic looks. I think they look gorgeous. But yeah, there is the special edition 30th anniversary DualSense. So let's put these away. Actually, what we can do is I've got the PlayStation Mini, not actual size, of course. That's probably a better representation of the grey there. PlayStation grey. A little bit darker, actually, but different plastics. It happens. Beautiful, beautiful. In fact, what I feel like I need to do is get out an original PlayStation controller, just so you guys can have a look at it. I do have one, so bear with me. I didn't prepare for this video very well. Did not prepare for this video very well, but I do have one. Of course, it has the cable and the wire attached to it. Look at that. It is, of course, the... wow. It also coloured, apologies, but yeah. Old and new, boys and girls. Old and new. What are you going to do? Look at the evolution. And we used to have it with a wire attached to it. Wow. Old and new, boys. So there's the DualSense controller. We'll pop that to the side over there. And we'll bring in the second part of this unboxing video. And this is why we don't do unboxing videos on the channel traditionally, because we have no setup for them. My phone camera is currently rigged on the most complex looking machine over here. The slightest knock is probably going to send the video flying. So apologies if it's not quite smooth and as structured as you'd expect from an unboxing video. We traditionally do podcasts and live streams on the channel, but this couldn't go without being unboxed. So here we are. This is the Sony PlayStation Portal Limited Edition. For those who haven't got the Portal, it's a phenomenal device. Highly, highly recommend. If you're a PlayStation fan, if you want a bit more movability around the home or maybe on your travels, this device is brilliant. And as of this week, ironically, at the launch of this, it's just had a cloud gaming beta attached to it as well. So we'll probably see during the setup, we can get into that. PlayStation packaging, again, you've got that 30th anniversary look to it. Turn that around so you can all see. Put your PlayStation 5 in the palm of your hand, like Dr. Otto Octavius once said. A little bit disappointed with the packaging on this one. You can see there was some damaging in transit on delivery, but trying to get a replacement one, it's probably not worth the hassle. Right, let's see. We've got the classic PlayStation yellow. You can see on the side there. Let's get into it. Little slice tool. Hopefully not done any damage to the cardboard. Here we go. There's that beautiful pattern that we saw earlier on, the PlayStation pattern. Let's see how this comes out. Get my fingers in there. Nope. Oh, that's got a little lid on it. Okay, put that to the side. I need a bigger table. I need a bigger table. Is it this way? Is it the other way? Right, we'll turn it around so you get the proper PlayStation reveal. Compatible hardware. Of course, you do need a PlayStation 5 to play this. Oh, I was the wrong way. I'll turn it around again. That's what it's all about, folks. That's what it's all about. That beautiful. This is actually better presented than the DualSense. Look at that. 30th anniversary. There's a little PlayStation toggle. Don't know if you can see it on there in the video. That's the logo from the advertisement. Does it slide out? It does slide out. Here we go. Ooh, look at that. I'm well aware my head's also fully down for most of this video, but you're not looking at that. You're looking at this reveal. Look at that. I do appreciate when tech companies, or all companies in general, put the effort in for the packaging. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Oh, there's more. I need to just remember to put all this away correctly. That's the problem. We've got more of that grey cover. Let's see. Here it is. I can feel it. I do have a PlayStation Portal. Oh, it's got a sticker on it. Oh, that's a surprise. Oh. Wow, let's just get that box out of the way and just put this bad boy down. Let's quickly check actually it's just some paperwork in the bottom of the box, nothing special. But boys and girls, look at that. Look at that. Oh. I actually thought it was turned on for a brief second there. Oh, yes. Of course, we've got the PlayStation colour logo, the sacred symbols in the correct colours there. You can see Sony on the back. Let's look at the reverse. We've got the grey, 30th anniversary. The pattern texture, of course, is in there. The camera won't pick it up, but it's in there, trust me. Grey across the bottom. Look at that. Look at that. Volume rockers. like I said at the beginning, my Portal, absolutely love it. I'll bring the classic one in. I say classic, it's a year old, but just for comparison's sake, there's the white Portal in there. Very PlayStation 5 with its colour and its vibrancy, but I think we can all agree there is one out-and-out winner when it comes to the PlayStation Portal and the look of it. Apologies for me wheeling around all over the place. Wow, okay. So that's the first look at them both. Let's see them together. Let's see them with the mini PlayStation for not size comparison, just colour comparison. Wow. I'm happy. I'm disappointed I didn't get the console, but I use my Portal so much for around the house. I have a young daughter, so not having the big TV in the living room and having that ability to just chill on the couch, in the bed and play this, it's fantastic. So there's the Portal. DualSense, we know that's amazing. And again, yeah, compared to the original PlayStation, and not the original, again, for reference, small PlayStation. We saw the original OG PlayStation back in the day. I think that brings us to a close. There is the... Well, let's get the collection. Let's get the boys together. The PlayStation 30th Anniversary Collection. Give that one a bit of power so you can see it. Beautiful. 30th Anniversary PlayStation Portal, 30th Anniversary DualSense controller, and the original shrunken down into the PlayStation Mini. That's been it for my first look. If you've enjoyed that, if you've enjoyed the content here on the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell so you're kept in the loop with all of our weekly shows and content. We don't usually do unboxings, but this is something special that we had to include. Traditionally, we do weekly live streams, we do weekly retro lookbacks at older games from the PlayStation 1 era, and we also do a weekly podcast, the GamerGuild Podcast, where myself and my co-host Richie get together to round up all of the week's video game news right here on YouTube. It's also available on podcast platforms. Just search for the GamerGuild Podcast or GamerGuild TV and you'll find us there. We're also on social media. We have a very vibrant Discord community. Go check us out. Thank you very much for watching the video. Mine has been Chris, and remember folks, play whatever makes you the happiest. I'll see you for the 40th anniversary perhaps, or maybe on this week's show. Catch you later. Goodbye.